This is not an ad for the FIXD car code reader. This is just my experience using it. To get the best price, do a search on FIXD. You'll see a low price here of $19.99. You click that, it should bring you to the FIXD website. When I ordered it, it asked you if you wanted to include a 2-week trial of the premium option, which allows you to contact mechanics over the web. I didn't get a chance to really use that option. That's because it took a week to receive the FIXD code reader, and then I have to learn how to use it. And by the time I got to learn how to use FIXD, the 2-week trial period had ended. So I can't comment on premium option. But this FIXD, you can connect to multiple cars, one at a time, of course, and monitor any messages from the car. Or you can leave it on all the time to monitor real-time information. I have this OBD code reader. It's called FIXD. I'm going to see what it's going to tell me. It fits underneath the dash here. There's a port in here. Okay, I have the reader put in. It's underneath the dash. Now I'll start the car. Okay. So what I'm looking for is the battery light is still on. That's because I haven't replaced the alternate yet. And the reason why I'm doing that because I want to see what the sensor says as far as saying what the problems are. So let's see. This is the app right here on the phone. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what it says here. I know the car is a little noisy because the pulley, there's an overrun pulley on the alternate that has a bearing problem. That's why it's so loud. Okay, okay, got battery disconnected, TCM. Yeah, I mean, I had the battery disconnected, so that's probably okay. Okay, battery disconnected, yes. That's true, so I'm not sure if that's a problem yet. Transaxle malfunction, I'm not sure what this is. Oh, here we go. Alternative fuel. Generative fuel control circuit open. Okay. Alright, that's good. It found out that my alternator, there's something wrong, which is true right now. I've got the power cable to it disconnected, and it's not working properly. It caused a ground short, which was a big problem. That's why I disconnected it. Let's see what the other one says here. Low tire, okay, that's true. Power control module, internal shutdown timer slowly. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe because I had the battery disconnected. So we'll find out. I'll find out. Okay, rear defrost control circuit open. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Okay, I'm gonna clear all these messages. I'm gonna run it for a while and see what happens. Whether the same message show up again. I ran the car for a little while, and the engine light's still on and the battery light's on. So, I mean, the engine light, well, the battery light, probably because I haven't changed out the alternator yet. Go ahead and do a rescan. Okay, it's still thinking. Still says the same codes. The low tire pressure, I've taken care of that, so that should be okay. Usually takes a little bit longer to clear. But these other ones, powertrain, bad disconnected. I'm not sure why. Let me clear that. Did the dash lights turn off? No. Is the light on your dash on the engine light? Other lights on? Yeah, engine light's still on. Was the engine running? Yes. Stop the engine. Okay. Turn off your engine. Leave the keys in just before the ignition point. Okay. Alright. That's turned off. Well, it's a lot more quiet. Yeah, the engine light's still on. Okay, let me rerun it again. See if the engine light goes off or the battery light. Oh, still got a lot of the same code, so I'll have to figure those things out another time. Fast forward, and now I'm going to look at the scan and history log. You can see over the years that the problem has kind of slowly disappeared. I think it clears some of the older codes if there's no repeated problems. Let's see what this latest one said. Don't know what that is. BCM code. Advanced module. You can see in August there was still a battery disconnect message, transactional malfunction, but they've all disappeared, so I'm not going to worry about it.